Once upon a time, in the heart of the Whispering Mountains, there was a cozy cottage nestled among ancient pines and snow-dusted peaks. The cottage was a beloved retreat for 5 lifelong friends: Mia, Jake, Ella, Sam, and Lily. Each year they would escape to this tranquil haven to rekindle their bond, share stories, and explore the pristine wilderness that surrounded them. One crisp autumn afternoon, they arrived at the cottage, their spirits high as they unpacked and settled in. The air was filled with the scent of pine and wood smoke, and the distant mountains stood like silent sentinels, watching over them. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the group gathered around the fireplace, its warm glow casting dancing shadows on the walls. They shared laughter and reminisced about past adventures, their conversations punctuated by the crackling of the fire. The next morning, a golden sun bathed the landscape in light, and the friends decided to embark on a hike to a nearby scenic overlook. The trail was known for its breathtaking views and was a favorite of theirs. With backpacks filled with snacks and water, they set off, chatting and enjoying the crisp mountain air. After several hours of hiking, they reached the overlook, a stunning vantage point that offered a panoramic view of the valley below. They marveled at the beauty of the landscape and took countless photos, capturing memories of their shared joy. As the afternoon wore on, the group began their descent, eager to return to the warmth of the cottage. However, Jake and Lily, both avid nature enthusiasts, lagged behind, captivated by a particularly dense thicket of wildflowers. They promised to catch up soon, and the others continued on, assuming it would only take a short while. As dusk approached, the remaining 3 friends reached the cottage and started preparing dinner. Time passed, and Jake and Lily still hadn't returned. Concern grew as darkness enveloped the mountain, and the group decided to go back out to search for them. With flashlights in hand and anxiety mounting, Mia, Ella, and Sam retraced their steps along the trail. The forest, once familiar and comforting, now seemed vast and mysterious in the growing darkness. They called out for Jake and Lily, their voices echoing through the silent trees. Hours passed, and the forest remained still. The friends' search was thorough but fruitless. Exhausted and worried, they eventually had to return to the cottage to regroup and plan a more extensive search for the following day. Throughout the night, the cottage was filled with an uneasy quiet. The next morning, the search party was joined by local rangers and volunteers who scoured the area. Days turned into weeks, and despite every effort, there was no sign of Jake and Lily. The dense forest had swallowed their trail, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a deep, unsettling silence. Eventually, the friends had to accept the harsh reality that Jake and Lily had vanished into the mountain's embrace. Though their spirits were heavy, they found solace in the memories they shared and the unbreakable bond that had sustained them through this trying time. The Whispering Mountains remained a place of both joy and sorrow for Mia, Ella, and Sam. They continued to visit the cottage, honoring their lost friends by celebrating the lives they had lived and cherishing the adventures they had shared. And each time they looked out over the mountains, they felt Jake and Lily's presence in the whisper of the wind and the rustle of the trees, a poignant reminder of the friends they had lost and the memories they would always hold dear.